Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing good. So today we are going to learn lesson number 2.2. The topic name is analyzing graph of a polynomial function. Okay, so we have already discussed what is the polynomial function. Any function something like this, ax to the power n is polynomial function. How to draw the graph we have learned in chapter 1. So for your easiness I have already for this question I have already done the graph for you, and here I have done the table for you. So firstly you have to make the table and then you have to make the graph. Fine. In this question what we have to find, it is telling I want the real zeros. Okay, in which between, okay, what are the 2 points on x-axis where real zeros are there. So in the previous lesson number 2.1, I have told you that if let us suppose this is the graph, okay, and we want to find out how many zeros are there. So for that I will check this graph is just intersecting what point on the x-axis. So if it is intersecting at 3 point or 4 point on the x-axis, so here the zeros will be how many? 4 zeros will be there. Okay, here in this question the same thing I have to do, but I have to check in between what point the real zeros are there. So you can see this graph is just intersecting x-axis as this point, and this point is coming between -4 and -3. So I can say that 1 0 is in between x is equal to -4 and x is equal to -3. Again you can see that it is this graph is intersecting again here. Okay, you can see here. So if this is 0 and if this is telling 1, so where in between what 2 points on x-axis? So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. I hope you have understood. Okay, one more thing is there, like if you are not able to draw the graph, there are two methods to do this one. Like you can use the graphing calculator, or you can go with the online site. Like let us suppose there is a GeoGebra. Okay, in the GeoGebra, if you are putting this equation and giving the command to just make the graph for you, so it will make the graph for you. Okay, now I'm gonna do question number 2. So for question number 2, again I have done the same thing, like I have created the table for you and the graph for you. Again I have to find the zeros. So for the zeros I should see that where it is cutting the x-axis, okay, intersecting the x-axis. So you can see it is intersecting here. So if it is 0 is here, then this one will be 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is -4, this is -5, and this is -6. So you can see it is intersecting in between -5 and -6. So you will be writing here between x is equal to -5 and x is equal to -6. Finished. Okay, only this one you have to do. Going to the next question. In this question it is telling I want to know about the relative maxima and relative minima. Okay, how to find this one? So the for maxima, you know, it seems like with the word that it should be greater one, greater or where the it is on the peak. Okay, and minimum is where it is going down. Okay, so again it is telling relative maxima between this time. I have not just made the table for you, so you can make the table by just putting the values -2 here, -1 here, 0, 1 and 2. You will get the values, but I have done the graph. So if you can see that if it is 0, this is 0 point, this is 1, okay, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. So if you can see the minimum is down one. Okay, where minimum it is going. Okay, relative minimum it is known as. Why relative minimum? Because if you will keep going down, so it will go to infinite. If you will keep going up, it will go to the infinite. So I cannot write infinite, so it is why it's telling relative maxima and relative minimum. So where is the relative minimum? So relative minimum is coming in between 0 and 1. So you will write in between x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. In the same way, relative maxima, if you will see, so this is 0.3 and this is this is 0.3, this is 0.4. So you will be writing x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 4. So maximum is upper peak and minimum is lower peak. Okay, I hope you have understood. Okay, coming back to the next question. Question number 19. Okay. Question number 19, again you have to do the same thing. Okay, this time I am doing extra also, that firstly I will be finding where is the zeros. So zeros means when it is intersecting x-axis, so it is intersecting here, so I can write zeros between where, in between x is equal to -2 and -1. So in x is equal to -2 and x is equal to -1. Also you can write here, also you can see it is intersecting x-axis. So here I can you can say and x is equal to what, 1, and x is equal to 2. So I have told you about the zeros between. After zeros between, I can find out relative maxima and relative minima. So let's start with the relative maxima. Okay, relative maximum, where it is, you can see that in relate compared to this two, this is the maximum. Okay, so it is coming at x is equal to 0. Here whatever the x is, all 0 is there, so you will say relative maximum at x is equal to 0. And you can see there is two minimum, one is this one and the other one is this one. So you will say relative minimum at x is equal to, here if you can see it is written x is equal to -1. Okay, this is the point, so you will be writing x is equal to -1, and here if you will see this is the point. Yes, so at x is equal to +1. I hope you have understood this topic. If you want me to make any video for particular question, please write me in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.